buried in Christian burial that willfully seeks her own salvation? How can that be, unless she drowned herself in her own defense? It must be seu offendendo. It cannot be else, for here lies the point. If I drown myself wittingly, it argues an act, and an act hath three branches. It is to act, to do, to perform. Argal, she drowned herself wittingly. No. Here lies the water. Good. Here stands the man. Good. If a man go to this water and drown himself, it is willy-nilly he goes. Mark you that. But if the water come to him and drown him, he drowns not himself. Argal, he that is not guilty of his own death, shortens not his own life. 'Tis law. Oh, Crowder's quest law. And the more pity that great folk should have countenance in this world to drown or hang themselves more than they're even Christian, huh? Oh, I'll put another question to thee. If thou answerest me not to the purpose, confess thyself and be hanged. What is he that builds stronger than either the mason, the shipwright, or the carpenter? Marry, answer me that, and unyoke. Oh, cudgel thy brains no more about it, for your dull ass will not mend his peace with beating. And when you are asked this question next, say a grave maker. The houses he makes last till doomsday.
It is the cause. It is the cause. My soul won't let me name it to you. You chase stars. It is the cause. Yet I'll not shed her blood, nor scar that white skin of hers in snow, and as smooth as monumental alabaster. Yet she must die, or else she'll betray more men. Put out the light, and then put out the light.
This is the air. That is the glorious sun. This pearl she gave me, I do feel it and see it, and though 'tis wonder that enwraps me thus, yet 'tis not madness. Where's Antonio then? I could not find him at the Elephant, yet there he was, and there I found this credit, that he did range the town to seek me out. Oh, his counsel now might do me golden service. For though my soul disputes well with my sense that this may be some error, but no madness, yet doth this accident and flood of fortune so far exceed all instance, all discourse, that I am ready to distrust mine eyes, and wrangle with my reason that persuades me to any other trust but that I am mad. Huh. Or else the lady's mad. Yet if 'twere so, she could not sway her house, command her followers, take and give back affairs and their dispatch with such a smooth, discreet, and stable bearing as I perceive she does. There's something in it that is deceivable. But here the lady comes.
Peasant's life, man. Is it not monstrous that this player here, but in a fiction, in a dream of passion, could force his soul, its soul to his whole conceit, that from her working all, this visage wand, tears in his eyes, distraction in his aspect, a broken voice, and his whole function suiting with forms to his conceit, and for nothing. For Hacuba, What is Hecuba to him and he to Hecuba that he should weep for her? And what would he do had he the motive and the cue for passion that I have? He would drown the stage with tears. He would cleave the general ear with horrid speech. He would make mad the guilty, and appall the free, confound the ignorant, and amaze indeed the very faculties of eyes and ears. Yet I am a dull and muddy-mettled rascal who peaks like John a dreams, and unpregnant of my cause, I can say nothing. Not for a king upon whose property most dear life a damned defeat was made. Am I a coward? Calls me villain.
The raven himself is hoarse that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan under my battlements. Come, you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts, unsext me here and fill me from the crown to the total full of direst cruelty. Make thick my blood. Stop up the axis in passage to remorse, that no compunctious visitings of nature shake my fell purpose, nor keep peace between the effect and it. Come to my woman's breasts and take my milk for gall, you murdering ministers, wherever in your sightless substances you wait on nature's mischief. Come, thick night, and appall thee in the dunnest smoke of hell, that my king knife see not the wound it makes, nor heaven peep through the blanket of the dark to cry, hold! Hold!
What studied torments, tyrant, hast for me? What wheels? Racks? Fires? What flaying? Or boiling? In leads or in oils? What old or newer torture must I receive, whose every word deserves to taste of thy most worst? Thy tyranny, together working with thy jealousies, fancies too weak for boys, too green and idle for girls of 9. Oh, think what they have done and run mad, indeed, stark mad. For all thy bygone fooleries were but spices of it. That thou betrayest Polixenes 'twas nothing. That did but show thee of a fool, inconstant, damnable, and grateful. Nor was it much thou wouldst have perjured good Camillo's honor to have him kill a king. Poor trespasses, more monstrous, standing by, whereof I reckon the casting forth to crows thy baby daughter to be, or none, or little, though a devil would have shed water out of fire ere done it. Nor is it directly laid to thee the death of the young prince, whose honorable thoughts high, for one so tender cleft the heart, that could conceive a gross and foolish sire blemished his gracious dam. This is not no laid to thy answer, but the last. Oh, lords, when I have said, cry woe. The queen, the sweetest, dearest creature's dead, and vengeance for it not dropped down yet.
Thou, nature, art my goddess. To thy law my services are bound. Wherefore should I stand in the plague of custom, and to permit the curiosity of nations to deprive me, for that I am some 12 or 14 moonshines lag of a brother? Why bastard? Wherefore base, when my dimensions are as well compact
my mind is generous, and my shape is as true as honest madam's issue. Why brand they us with base? With baseness, bastardy, base, who in lusty stealth of nature take more composition and fierce quality than doth within a dull, stale, tired bed go to the creating a whole tribe of fomps got tween asleep and wake. Well then, legitimate Edgar, I must have your land. Our father's love is to the bastard, Edmund is to the legitimate. Fine word, legitimate. Well, legitimate, if this letter speed and my invention thrive, Edmund the base shall top the legitimate. I grow, I prosper. Now, gods, stand up for bastards,
Well, I haven't the smallest intention of dining with my dear Aunt Augusta. I mean, to begin with, I dine there on Monday. And once a week is quite enough to dine with one's own relations. In the second place, you know, whenever I do dine there, I am treated as if a member of their family. And I'm sent down with either no woman at all, or two. But, in the third place, and may I say, most important, I know perfectly well whom she will place me next to tonight. She will place me next to none other than the illustrious Mary Farquhar, who always flirts with her own husband across the dinner table. Now that is not very pleasant. Indeed, is not even decent. And you know what? That sort of behavior is enormously on the increase. I mean, the amount of women in London who flirt with their own husbands, it's perfectly scandalous. It looks so bad. It's simply washing one's clean linen in all of public.
The clock struck 9 when I did send the nurse. In half an hour she promised to return. Perchance she cannot meet him. Oh, that's not so. She is lame. Love's herald should be thoughts which 10 times faster glide than the sun's beams, driving back shadows over luring hills. Therefore do the nimble pinioned doves draw love, and therefore hath the wind-swift Cupid wings. Now is the sun upon the highmost hill of this day's journey, and from 9 to 12 is 3 long hours, yet she is not come. Had she affections and warm youthful blood, she'd be as swift in motion as a ball. My words would bandy her to my sweet love, and his to me. But old folks, many fain as they were dead, unwieldy, slow, heavy, and pale as lead. Oh God, she comes. Oh nurse, what news? Hast thou met with him?
Well, I see you were all set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me, as I know you do, but must join in souls to mock me too? If you were men, as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so, to vow and swear and super praise my parts, when I am sure you both hate me with your hearts. You are rivals and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena. A trim export, a manly enterprise. To conjure up tears in a poor maid's eyes. None of a noble sort would so offend a virgin and export a poor soul's patience just to make you sport.